My name is Anita Sharma and welcome you all on Import Hub Media. Today I'm going to be with Manikant Roy, who is doing his PhD from IIT Delhi, and I'm so fortunate to have him on the show. He's going to tell us about his PhD admission experience, and he had gone through IIM Jammu, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras interviews, and his experience is really amazing. We had a very informal chat before the call, and I found that his profile is definitely going to be helpful for many other potential PhD students because admissions are around the corner. So please get insights from Manikant and get his views before you apply and prepare your application. He is going to be certainly very useful for us. Welcome, Manikant. I'm
Thank you,
glad that
ma'am.
you are on the show today. Yeah. So Manikant, you have done your BCA, you have done your MCA, then you did MPhil. Uh, a lot of questions are coming to my mind that after BCA, MCA, people go for a corporate career and they earn a lot. Why did you opt for a very different path, that too of career, a lone journey, and why did you choose this thing? And why
Yeah,
did you do MPhil at the first place? Please tell me your motivation to do all such things.
uh, exactly. So I think this is a very great question and dear to me. So what happened actually? If you see, I studied in different places. Like I did graduation from Patna, and then for masters I went Pune. And one of the thing about Pune was like I got lots of exposure and lot of exposure in terms of industry. For example, I was associated with the Microsoft Campus Club, and I was selected as a Microsoft student partner. So I got lot of exposure. Apart from that, course curriculum was very good. In fact, it was a MCA engineering of 3 years master degree, right? So you get lot of exposure of different courses, a lot of courses from the management, like management science, management information system, financial accounting, and lot of so it's a mix of technical plus management that you get exposure.
Hmm.
Apart from that, what happened in master that is very interesting event to my life. So if you happen to in computer science, Sanjeev Arora. So he's a very famous scientist at Princeton, ITJ rank 1 in 1987, if I'm not wrong, right? So what happened, there was a winter school in Triple IT Hyderabad, followed by a very prestigious conference.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I was sponsored by Microsoft to attend that school where Sanjeev Arora came. I'm talking about winter school 2012, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then professor from the Microsoft research from the US, and then Carnegie Mellon University, and this school was exclusively for IITians, IASC, NSIT, and TIFR people. So I was the only one from the University of Pune. This was the first time where I come to know what research is all about, because I'm
Okay.
not coming from the very academic family. And there I came to know about the term approximation of algorithms, machine learning in 2012, way back when nobody was talking about it. So I think that was a turning point, major motivation. That was a one.
Uh,
Second, I had a placement, and as per the college rule, I had to go for a brief stay in the industry. But then I was knowing somewhere back in my heart that I want to be in academia. There was another reason also. I must share with you that as well. So what I did when I was in my final semester, I got a chance to work with the IIT Bombay professor from Sales J. Mehta School of Management. I'm sure you
okay.
must be knowing about it. Yeah, so I had my internship there. He was from information system area. He's a very well-known professor, right? So I was his first intern. So that was also one of the impact. Like you see how a professor has co-founded a company, right, which is catering the needs of like company like Microsoft.
Uh,
So that was another motivation. And one more thing I would like to share before. Academics is something like you should be by choice. I truly believe whether you are a researcher or whether you are a teacher. So what happened? I was just searching like after my masters what to do. Should I go for industry? That was I was anyway supposed to go because I was got placement.
hmm.
So what happened? I searched what are the great people have done in the world. I mean, it's a purely my perspective. Like I searched Barack Obama, he was a professor. I searched Pranab Mukherjee, he was a professor. Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh, he was a professor, right? And Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, when he was at some time he was a professor. And I, more importantly, I found Raghu Ram Rajan, my greatest inspiration, I must say.
uh,
So he was a gold medalist at IIT Delhi, at IIMA, and he chose to do PhD at MIT, and then finally being a professor. answer, right? So I found that, and another very interesting search I did. Where are the top IITians, right? If you search in Google, there are many websites where they say, and I found most of them are in the academics. So that triggered me like anything. Hey, where are the brilliant people? It is the academics, and that then there was no look back. So that is how the journey started for academics.
Okay, so how did you prepare for the PhD admission?
Okay. So for PhD admission, first of all, it varies requirement. For example, if you look at the IIM, they have completely different application process than IITs, right? So my first thing is that you should look which institute you are applying. There is specific requirement. For example, in IIM, there was a weightage of working experience also, right? Okay, and there are different criteria. For example, your academic score, your work experience, right, and the number of courses you have taken. They had a very descriptive application. IIM Jammu, I'm talking about particularly what courses, relevant courses you have taken. Then the letter of recommendation. So the first thing I did that I look at the faculty profiles, right? For example, I was looking for the information system area, so I look at the what are the interests of the faculty. Then I look at the application requirement. They have asked, and very precisely I wrote the answer in the limited words as they have requested. And then I wrote my SOP very nicely. Like for example, one of the advice that I would like to give this parent: do not go for searching on internet how to write an SOP. Look what question the institute is asking you, right? Okay, and try to answer that question, and you are done, right? You don't need to look anywhere, right? So if you have answered that question honestly, that is sufficient to get you shortlisted, right? Because that reflects your academic journey. That questions are in such a way. For example, why you want to do PhD? What are the relevant courses you have taken? Why particular institute? For example, in case of IIM Jammu, they have asked why IIM Jammu. So I have very distinctly mentioned IIM Jammu is having the Center of Excellence in Analytics, right? And that's what I am aspiring for. So you have to align, or you have to see whether there is a match between your aspiration and the institute's requirement. And this is a, I think, best you can match it, right? So that's how I did it.
So I want to know specifically about your IIM Jammu experience, then about your IIT Madras, and then IIT Delhi. And finally, why did you choose IIT Delhi?
Exactly. Yeah. So starting with IIM Jammu, in IIM Jammu, after shortlisting, I got an interview opportunity, and there were 4 panel members. One was from international as well as national, and they were from the leading expert in their field. So I must say, interview was not easy, and you will be grilling on every single thing you have written on your applications, right? So make sure you know your CV. You have not fronted anything which you don't know, right? Your every single letter words, and you will be grilling like anything with the research area that you have proposed, research question you have proposed. Make sure you have not copy pasted. In fact, you have written yourself, gone through the paper, so that you can justify. So that is my main takeaway in interview. For all interview, in fact, it's common: be honest. If you don't know any answer, please say, oh, I don't know, instead of saying anything wrong. That is something, a biggest advantage that you can have as a candidate, and they know that you are honest. Of course, there will be instances there we will be getting confused because the questions were very scenario based, right? So you have to apply critical thinking and just be honest. That's it. So regarding the IIM,
Manikant, can you share a couple of questions, like which type of questions were asked to you?
Yeah, so actually I will say in IIM Jammu or in other IITs also, I was supposed to share my research proposal, right, in a limited words, like 1200 or 1000 words. So particularly I have submitted my research proposal in learning analytics because I have a 5-year experience in higher education. So I know higher education, what are the challenges there, opportunities there, as a teacher what you face, right, as a student what you need to know, right? So I deeply studied this subject, learning analytics, and then they asked me question from my research proposal, and since it was the time, corona time, so it gave them more opportunity to ask question like why online teaching is better than blended learning, traditional classroom. So these were the question mainly from the research proposal. There was a lot of question. Yeah. Okay. And of course followed by technical question, whatever subject. For example, it was analytics, so different types of analytics, machine learning, algorithms. Yeah. And coming to the IIT Madras, in IIT Madras also again SOP plays a very very important role. Research proposal play a very very important role. I will again repeat, please follow the strictly the guidelines of their word limit. If they have said 1200 words, try to excuse it. I mean, though we tend to put all the learnings that we have during preparation, but please be the precise enough. So based on again in IIT Madras interview, they have asked questions. 3 panel members were there, and they asked me question from the my research proposal, and beyond that also what you can think. Again, the critical thinking part. They will give you a scenario. You have to justify your knowledge, in that scenario, and then of course technical questions like what is the clustering, based on your research proposal properly, mainly. The basics of machine learning, I'll say if you are applying to the information system area or analytics, then I will definitely say having basic knowledge of machine learning does help in interview. Yeah. And finally, the IIT Delhi, the same thing was at IIT Delhi also. I was asked question from the neural network, machine learning, about my research proposal, about my SOP, why you want, more importantly, why you want to do PhD, right? Why not, corporate job? And also you should be very well, thorough in your thought process, so that they know that you have clarity and you are really looking for the, admissions and pursue PhD. Another question they always ask in an interview, like how many other places you have applied. I will say that please be honest. You can say that, okay, I have applied other places also, right? Okay, so they know that you are genuinely interested in PhD. And why I opted IIT Delhi, that the first thing that I always studied far away from my home, so I wanted to be closer. I never experienced Delhi, by the way, so I wanted to experience Delhi. But apart from that, IIT Delhi ranked very high in research, particularly DMS, right? Okay, so faculties are awesome, particularly in information system area. If you look, they are publishing in high
Wow.
journals and high places. So these are the motivating factor for me to choose IIT Delhi.
Okay, great. So let's go back to your application stage. You have applied.
Hmm.
Now you have got some time to prepare for the interview. How did you prepare for the
Exactly.
interview? What things you read? How did you made yourself ready for the interview?
Okay, so I think in case of IIM Jammu, they have in application only they have asked what are the relevant subject you have studied. Like for example, probability and statistics, management science, MIS, right? So I prepared those subjects fundamentally very nicely, and then the area in which I wanted to study. For example, I have submit the proposal learning analytics. So I was knowing the fundamentals of learning analytics. I will say, aspirants, there are a lot of resources on NPTEL website. So if you are preparing for an interview, NPTEL lectures does help, right? Particularly subjects like data mining, fundamentals of database. So that's how I prepared, watching the video lectures, and of course, I simply focused on fundamentals. That's it.
Did you also read any research paper to apply for the interview preparation?
Uh, Not interview preparation, but yes, it does help in interview preparation, because yeah, in my all the applications at IIT Delhi, at IIT Madras and IIM Jammu, they asked us research proposal, and I prepared my research proposal very religiously. I completely look up the IEEE transaction learning technologies, right, and and then I selected papers based on my theme, and I literally gone through those papers, and those reading those papers helped me in interview as well when they asked me questions.
Okay, so finally, Manikant, you are at IIT Delhi. Unfortunately, because of this corona, you are not able to go on campus and
Right.
just you have that feel of campus and all. But tell me, how are you planning to sail the coursework journey? And because IIT Delhi is tough to crack first, and second, the coursework is also very tough. And I know a few professors over there.
Oh.
They really are good researchers, so their expectations from scholars is also very high. So how are you preparing for all those things?
So to put in perspective, I'll say I have today's 2 minor exam. Okay, so I'll say one thing is that you have to do lots of reading. I mean,
Uh,
there's a lots of reading. I never experienced like you may need to read 100 pages in a day for your minor exams, or other coursework part. It's all about critical thinking. I mean, you cannot definitely not mugged up, right? And it's all about putting yourself in a shoes of manager,
uh,
right? And or maybe like decision makers or as a researcher, and then only you will be able to survive. So my first thing is that reading a lot, and then try to understanding and connecting that dots, in whatever lectures you have attended. Like, one good part is that once you have done with the lecture and then you read it, get your readings, you are able to connect it, and then everything is streamlined. So currently I'm surviving my coursework with lot of readings and trying to absorb lot of new things, because coming from a hardcore computer science background and then going to the information system area, like understanding theories, right, that I was not aware of before. But it's really interesting. Why is this so? Because I will just give you a brief instance. As an engineer, I was just applying machine learning and I was just putting my hands up there. Okay, I'm done. But in information system research, it starts from there. Okay, you applied, you got some result. Then how can you relate that result to a theory, management theory, or can you come up with a new theory? So that is really interesting.
Okay, Manikant, I forgot to ask earlier. Which exam or qualifying exam like GATE, JRF, GRE, which exam did you prepare, and what was your score? If you want to share,
Sure.
if you can,
Sure.
yeah.
So actually, I qualified NET UGC NET exam, and I got 97 percentile. So I qualified for assistant professorship, and that was one of the criteria to apply into the IIT Delhi, in IIT Madras, as well as in IIM Jammu. But they also accept the GATE score if you have a GATE score, if you have a GRE score, and if you have a UGC NET GRF. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share anything else apart from these things, which I may have forgotten to ask?
Sure. So I'll say to the aspirants, the only thing is that do as many as application possible, right? And take every interview very seriously, right? Okay. And I'm sure you will get through it, because I know it myself. I applied at least 5 to 6 places and I was able to convert 3. And only interview I didn't got, that was in University of Queensland and IIT Delhi in computer science and engineering, right? But I got what I wanted. So I'm very happy. So keep on applying in many places so that, you have better chances. That's it.
If you could also share how the coursework at IIT and IIM are different.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So basically in IIT, if you see coursework, the minimum requirement is 9 credit only, or 12 credit, depending on which kind of PG program you are in. For example, if you are coming in with the MTech degree or MPhil degree, so you may have to complete only 9 credit, or minimum 12 credit. Okay, but it also depends on guide also, right? Because people like us do not have sufficient foundation in management, so we have to go for 24 credit. But in case of IIM, I think as far as I remember, in IIM Jammu you have 2 years coursework, and in second year you have minor research projects. So coursework really vary a lot across the institute.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Manikant, and I'm very glad to have you on Inkpot Hub Media platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.